Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the User Hectic Podcast
Crackers.
with me, your host, Justin Freeburn, and today's guest, we have the illustrious Mr. T. Mike.
Well, boys, what's crack is? How's it going?
Mike and I, you've seen him on the podcast before, but we've worked on a few separate things together. We've worked on the comedy shows, the roast battle, and which we're going to plug like fuck. I'm going to plug it at the end and then put it at the start anyway, so it should be grand. And I actually hosted one of your music nights as well, which was good crack.
So you did?
And some cunt fucking tried to fight me.
So he did? So he did?
I was like,
Is right, bro?
I was like, what the fuck are you doing right now? I was like, bro, you do realise that I'm the host of the show right now? People will jump you for this.
What did you say to him, but because you got him a smash? You said he looked like a homeless Justin Bieber or something. It was so mad because it was true, but because he did like.
I said he looked like somebody tried to draw Justin Bieber from memory, and he just went dead quiet. He was starting with his woman and all. He went dead quiet, and I was like, what are you fucking angry about? And he goes, fuck up, you cunt. And I was like, lad, I went, listen, lad, I've slagged everyone. Lil Man was wearing like a big fucking fluffy coat.
Oh,
and I went, there's your man from The Revenant in the back, with a big bear skin on him. And Lil Man was laughing his head off, and I was like, see, that's good crack. That's everyone's want
you
to be a slag.
You have to take it well.
And he like came over to me, like one of the acts on, I think it might have been you that was on stage at the time. He came over and he like squared up to me and put his forehead towards me and was like, don't even be making fun of me. Like, and I was like, I've made fun of everyone, what are you talking about? And he went, yeah, but you specifically picked on me. And I was like, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's what you were there for. Yeah.
And I turned around to him and I was like, big man, wind your neck and spin the wheels there. And he just went, and he walked away. And I was like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
I was like, because that's what I mean, like, I'm not like a hard lad or anything, but I was like, I'm not a bitch either. I was like, lad, just fucking get out of my face.
Yeah,
like,
you're not going to act in vice because I did comedy towards you.
I know,
Do you know what I mean?
I was like, I'm not going to scrap somebody over this. And I was like, I'm working right now, I was gigging, so I was like, what am I going to do? Just scrap you and end the show, like.
Do you know what I mean?
Mental and all.
Funny, but because you have to just take it well, because I've been had all sorts of smashers at Kill Your Darlings. I was sitting like here, but the stage was like there.
Yeah.
So who was it? I think it was Dervla.
Dervla?
Is it? No, Bruna.
Yeah.
Bruna was on stage and she was talking about social media or something, and then talking about Tinder and all, and then she was like, do you have Tinder? And I was like, oh, and she goes, good, because you look like you fucking need it, and then walked away as cool as you like.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like,
what the fuck do you even say to that?
do you know what I mean? She got me. She got me. That's the aim of the game. That's how it goes. And then fucking Willie Thompson got me a smasher that night because my beard was like all like scraggly and all. I don't grow a good beard. I grow a puby beard. And fucking he turned around and goes, who the fuck are you? You look like a Khabib from Lennon Doon or something like that. There it was. And I didn't really know what to say. I was just like, you're right, man. That's like.
Were you front row in it or?
We were in like fucking. It was like two awkward seats because like the stage was like right. Like my toes were touching the very side of the stage. Like we were like literally off the stage, right?
Was that the American bar? Was it, or was it Black Box?
Black Box. So
right,
it was.
Okay. So were you
just in 2B chairs?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. Because like that's one thing about the. Like, if you're near the front, sometimes people get upset over it, and you're going, well, you sat in the front of a comedy show.
That's what I'm here for.
90% of the time, people won't make fun of you, but if you do get it, they're not doing it to personally attack you. They're doing it because they're going, here, I need to get the crowd laughing right now, and maybe a joke stand on its hold or whatever, or I'm looking at a clip to put on TikTok. So they'll say anything to you, but afterwards, if you talk to them, they'll be the nicest people.
110%.
They would never say something like that to you off stage.
110%.
Because again, it's that thing of like that. If they said it to your face off stage as well, they would be like, "Oh, he's going to kill me this time," So that's the whole thing about it. Have you ever ran into anything at a gig or anything that has been mental?
A couple of random things at our first ever rap show. Fucking one of wee Joe's mates got bottled.
Really? Yeah.
Aye.
Wee Joe was always in the middle. I remember one of them. I can't remember if it was when I had just met you or if it was the one after I had just met you, but because I had been to 2 or 3 of them before that, and I remember one. It was your man. What's his name? Big fucking massive cunt. And he wears a mask and all, and fucking. I can't remember his name. He's Wee Joe's mate as well, but he's a big tall cunt. He's probably everyone's mate, but I just mean like he was with Wee Joe that night, and next thing you know, someone was in the middle of the street and he was like screaming back and forth with him, and they were all just running up and down that road at the OES centre, and I was just standing in the middle of it going, can I get back in? Like,
what the fuck? I can't mind what that was, mate.
Yeah. And I think
but we Joe's mate got like, did you ever see like on Tom and Jerry and you get the big
the big eye.
like he had one here. It was mad because I was inside, like trying to like be like professional and whatnot, and like actually like do something I had no clue how to fucking do like well. And then all I heard was there was a scrap outside, and I was like, right. And then I went outside, and I seen people scuffling, and I just jumped in the middle and was like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking everyone just, like, basically, like, separated it and all. And then fucking, we sent everyone that was involved except for wee Joe's mate home. And I was like, you can all fuck off and get out the fuck. And then a load of them fucking refunded the tickets and all as well. So they did. There was a couple that tried to, and then I was just like...
Did you pay it through Eventbrite, was it?
Yeah. But I have the power, buddy. Like, I was just like, denied, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, deny? Like, what the fuck?
Deny it.
Do you know what I mean?
You can also set it to where there's no refunds past a certain time. So if you put... I usually do it within 3 days. I give them up until 3 days because sometimes some shit happens, you know. But I get after 3 days, they can't ask for a refund. I specifically do it for the charity ones because I'm like, you bought a ticket, fuck you, do you want to take it away from charity? Like,
100%.
You can be a dickhead there, like, you know. But yeah, you can change that on it. But that's mental. Like, I getting bottled at it. Someone got glassed at one of our gigs the other week.
Like at a comedy show as well. Like it's just not the place to. How did it even come about?
I'm like, what are you so angry for? You know.
No, ma'am.
It was a guy who It was in Derry. I was running a gig in Derry in the 720 bar, and there was this couple that nobody knew them. Like the rest of the bar all knew each other.
And then there was just two outsiders, was there?
Exactly.
Was this the vibe, right?
And they were at the back, and they were like all, you know, just talking at the top of their, like, as loud as they could. And you're going, it's a comedy show, it's not a fucking concert, you know, we can hear you talk. So we were like, and like I told them to fuck up a few times, and they were just getting more and more frustrated. And someone in the crowd turned around to him and just goes, "Will you fuck up?" And the guy was like, just looked at him, and the guy turned back around, and everyone sort of like clapped him and was like, "Well done for saying that."
Yeah.
And the guy just stood up, piped a fucking Guinness, smashed it in the back of the fucking head, and everyone, like the whole bar knew each other. They all worked there. They were all bouncers. Everyone just fucking stood up and rushed the guy.
Jesus.
And the guy got dragged out and brought round a corner, and they all came back about 15 minutes later, and they were like, "Oh, we're keeping the show going." And I was like, "Well, I'm not going to say no to you now." I was like, "You probably just took someone around the corner and beat him." And it was a fucking dodgy estate as well. Like it wasn't like, it was in the middle of like, you know, like what you would consider like maybe like the Holy Land sort of vibe, you know, like it was all like, you know, those sort of streets and alleyways and stuff. So we were like, "I will keep it going then." You know, like, some fella sitting in the fucking crowd with one eye closed because his fucking head's been glassed, you know. But that was mad. It wasn't even that long ago. That was maybe a month or two ago.
See stuff like that there. See if you got your cameras going, that's a fucking gold mine, so it is.
That's what I mean. That's what I like,
nowadays, like that's fucking proper coinage.
I know, it's crazy. I don't know why the fuck that happened. Like and I didn't know what to do. All I did was run over to Soupy because Soupy was on stage at the time, and I was like, "Here, lad, come on." He couldn't see with the lights, so he didn't know what was going on because he was blinded by the lights, you know. And he just turned around to me and goes, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Come on off stage," and I had to like escort him off like the fucking president. I was like, "Come on," and he was like, "Okay." I was like, "Right, get the fuck out." And the thing was like, do you know who was in, like, he was at that gig? You know, Roe Boyle, the guy who at the boxing kicked the fuck out of Colin Geddes.
Yes, yes.
He was at it. He was like maybe the first act on or whatever, and he was just chilling for a bit afterwards, and he literally was just standing there going, "Ha!" And I was big Strabon fella, you know, he was just going, "What the cuddlies cunts here, fucking blah, blah, blah." And I'm standing there going, "Roe do, son, you're the only one in here who knows how to fucking deal with this sort of shit," you know. But it's crazy. I don't know how to fuck.
Oh no, like see when people just crack up, they just crack up, so that he must have just been scundered. And then see when people drink the old fucking Guinness and all and shit like that, there are a few beers, that's why they call it bait the wife, mate. There's a reason I call it bait the wife, like
a few tens of bait the wife.
You know
Stella Artois. That should be the fucking advert for it.
Facts, man. But here, fucking, for this one on the 18th, listen, see in the OES Centre, you may keep us in fucking mind. Our bouncer is always some old boy in his 50s somethings. If you're fucking starting, the bouncer's not doing nothing.
Well, don't tell him that. They're all gonna...
No, because it's the bouncer's just be like lads and just points at all the fucking dudes in the room. He's like, sort that out, and then everyone just goes outside.
Now. Come on now. And you're like, people are being stabbed to death here,
no, no, not even that. There's a student that's who told me that there was a fight outside. The bouncer went, "Michael, there's a fight outside. Go out and fucking," you know what I mean?
You're like, "Do your job."
No, fuck, he's an old sound boy, so he is.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
that I know.
You know what I mean? He's a proper sound boy. You're not gonna send him out to get in the front.
Exactly. The most he does is like, "Can you set your drink, sir, before you go outside?"
110%. He's the guy to make sure you don't take your drink outside.
Yeah.
And make sure you have your ID if you look about 12.
Oh yeah, well, 100%.
100%.
Wee Joe walks in and fucking.
But nah, it'll be be a bunch of lads getting out and just head kicking all sorts of individuals because our bouncer's too sound to send them out there. Do you know what I mean?
So
Like,
will defend
do you know what I mean? Yeah. We'll all unite as a unit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Fuck that. Nah, it's not the place for it at the end of the day.
I know, that's like... Well,
and mate, them roast battles, see Alan Irwin, oh mate,
that last one
Alan Irwin
hectic.
is a smashing comedian, one of my favourite local comedians from about the whack, but mate,
Luke
that
McGibbon.
was fucking Luke McGibbon bucked the whole of him, mate. Like, he bucked the whole of him.
We were all fully like, because Luke McGibbon is like my like Mr. Miyagi in comedy. He's the one who got me my first gig. He's given me every bit of like advice I could ever get in it.
Fair.
Everything I've learned from it, I've learned from him. Like,
Facts.
And he's fucking class, and he's just the loveliest wee sound fella.
He's so sound.
And then like, there's always this running joke throughout even the big comedians. You watch Tea With Me, you watch fucking Bomb Squad or whatever. There's this running joke. Every time they mention Luke McGibbon, they go, oh, he's a bad bastard, so he is. Oh, he's a dark side to him and all, you know. And everyone who meets Luke for the first time goes, they're kind of scared of him because of what all the big comedians have said, but they're all only like joking, you know.
But it's because he is a bit, because he is a wee bit of another, like,
but that
like,
roast battle, we were like, oh no, he's confirmed it, he's a fucking
yeah, he's a fucking, yeah, man.
I'll stick one of the clips in like right now to show you, because I've got the clips on Instagram, so.
You can't even like, you can't say what he said and have it sound anything out. Like, wait, see, let me try, right? He turned around to Alan Irwin, goes, Alan Irwin's mum died recently of cancer. Alan Irwin is a smashing comedian, and his mum would be so proud that she grew the tumour that killed her before seeing him on the stage doing comedy. Like, how do you tell that?
If you said that to anyone else in any context.
No, I've tried, because that was my favourite joke of the night. That was like, that one that got the biggest pop in the room, so it did, because everyone was like, because it was a mix of gasps and holy good fuck, that was hilarious, and a load of people laughing. Like, the room just didn't know what hit it at that point in time. And I've tried to explain to a couple of people like how well that joke went, and everyone's just like, that sounds fucking terrible.
It's like,
no, but it's not.
It's like, no, and that's
it's not.
That's like, it's like a boxing match. If
Yeah.
like, you turn around and you were like,
oh, he fucking uppercutted the head of someone. They're
I
like,
need him in the fucking nose and near broke his skull open. You would go, what the fuck? And you go, oh no, but it was the UFC. You would go, oh well,
right,
right.
100
So that's it's like a boxing ring, you know. But that last one was class. Even
So
like,
good,
Soupy
man.
dropped the diss track on
smashing.
We made that in here like the day before, and that's what the whole gig before that. Soupy, that's why I put him on. Like, I think it was last I put him on, because they were like, Soupy was like, I don't know the lyrics to this. I wrote it on my phone and I rapped it into the mic in one take, and I was like, okay, what are you going to do then? And he was like,
Back and track.
He did.
Back and track. That's what I said to him. I was like, he's like, oh, I don't really know the words. And I was like, back and track, bro. This is exactly what we
brought
do.
Two versions of it. I brought just the instrumental and the one with the back and track on it, and he fucking smashed it. Like, I was like, well, I mean, he ran out of breath a few times, like. But and Jack McGee got him so fucking some blinders. Like,
He's a
as well.
smasher as well, mate. He's proper funny.
He said the
Soupy won that, but didn't he?
Yeah.
I think it was that diss track that sealed it.
If it wasn't a diss track, Jack was winning.
No,
like,
because
you know.
Jack had some belters, man.
Jack said something like he sent in a complaint to Google because whenever they said, will you accept these cookies, he didn't get a packet of fucking biscuits. And I was like, that's a fucking cracker. He's fuming when he accepted the cookies and didn't get biscuits.
And then we'll fucking slap in open mics as well, but just they need to be aware, like, see, like, it's gonna be like, it's a brutal place, like, if you shit, like, people are gonna laugh at you, like, but then if you're fucking good, you're there all the time. Like,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what it's going to be. We're for anyone listening, we are trying to run this as like a Kill Tony type thing. So we're going to have a panel of comedians, and we're going to hopefully have like regulars coming back constantly to, like, you know, like go against other people and compete and stuff. So we're going to and then we'll probably at some point, whenever it gets big enough and, you know, with all the other admin in place, you know, we'll do like a Hall of Fame type thing, like
110%,
who's the best at it, you know?
110%.
And I think our first Hall of Famer is Luke McGibbon. straight away,
110%.
like.
No, well, we're making a championship belt. And we're gonna do all the winners of the last two shows, of this one on the 18th and then the previous roast battle, and then all the winners are gonna fucking compete for that title. It'll be a tournament style on the next one, so one winner. Well, not winner takes all, but do you know what I mean? It'll be the winner gets the prize. We're not doing slave labour, like, and not paying people. Like,
I think a few of them though, which is going to be kind of shit. Like, I assume some of the comedians might have other gigs on in the same night, so I feel like it's not going to be a true reflection of who actually wins. It'll be just basically who's there to the end sort of thing, you know. Because, for example, Talal might be there to the end, but if Sean Haggerty beats him, Sean's got like a wife and kids and stuff that he's usually at a gig for, and he goes, I'm away here, you know. So hopefully everyone stays to the end and we can get it fair.
And we can make it work, yeah.
You know, if we make it fair that way, that would be class. But my worry is people will just dip out and not give a fuck, and I'm going, no, that's... You're going against the whole thing here.
But see, as soon as there's a fucking shiny belt,
oh yeah, people will go, no, I want that shit.
And a fairly consistent wage packet, you're
yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. But who else was on the last one? There was Heather Anderson versus Will Ray, which was Heather tore him out. Heather pegged him on stage, basically. It was like, you didn't know how to react to that because Will ran out of jokes on the second round. There was like 2 out of 3 rounds that you do. And Will ran out of jokes, and we were like, what do you want to do? And Heather was like, I still have loads left, and I was like, well, just go at him then, just fucking...
Yeah, just take it, yeah. Well, this is it, the 110%.
Who else was on at that? Oh, there was the 2 open micers, there was Daniel Quinn and Connell Rhymes. They had good crack at it. I thought they did really well for, you know, it being like their first sort of attempt at something like that. I thoroughly
enjoyed that, so it did. I think the crowd enjoyed that as well.
It felt like humble, you know, like wholesome, like they were they were doing their thing, but it wasn't
like
too harsh. Yeah, exactly. But they're great. They're great crack. That fella Daniel Quinn is killing it at the minute. Every time I see him, he's making people in stitches, like. And just with real silly jokes, and it's class, like. But
smashing lineup for this one coming up, but I'm actually gonna get it up here. So yeah.
Yeah, we've got I'm thinking of putting Declan McBride and Adam Byrne first.
That's what I was about to say. I have a controversial one I'm looking most forward to, and that is the one I'm looking most forward to.
Adam and Declan, yeah.
That's the one I'm the most excited for.
Declan is a dark horse in the way that all his jokes are dark and they're all dirty.
And that's what I like. That's yeah.
Whereas Adam's like me, where he's just quick and can think of stupid shit, you know. So like I feel like that will be an interesting one.
They're the ones that make you choke butt as well, because you don't have anything to say to it, and you're like stumped, and you're like, oh bollocks. Oh,
that's what I mean. If it's clever and stupid, then you're going like, if it's like dark and harsh, you get a big laugh. But then if the next one's like something you can't come back at, you know, something that's clever and, you know, mental, then you're like, oh fuck. But I can't wait to see Adam's one. That's why I want to get Adam on first, because I want to stick him on the panel.
No, 100 times then he'll be immediately come to join us on stage.
Because I'll go, Adam, you know, I'll fucking stay here. Even if he loses or wins, I go, you're staying here, and you're dealing with everyone else with me, you know.
Facts. And then we'll have John Devlin and then Daniel Houston as well.
Yeah.
Funny bastards, mate. And I just hope the fuck that we'll have an hour mic drop moment, because we fucking had that the last time. But what was more, the mic got bounced off a floor. Like, fucking Soundboy wasn't too pleased with me for that.
Was he?
Like, nah, he really wasn't. Like...
But who was it dropped it again? It was
Alan Irwin, mate.
Was it? Oh,
it was at the end of the first round, and all the mad jokes were coming. And don't get me wrong, Alan Irwin made everyone laugh. But when it came to like, right, everyone makes some noise for Luke. If you think he won, everyone started going mad. And then it was make some noise for Alan.
Yeah.
And you could have heard a fucking pin drop, and he just went, oh, go fuck yourselves, well, or something. He just smaced the mic off the floor.
I mean,
he done it for comedic effect, though, so he did. He did
laugh, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, fuck, we need to get back in this venue, man. You know, like, fucking, yeah, like I remember that actually. I remember being like, oh fuck, don't be throwing the mic away, man. That's probably like a Shure mic or something. It's like fucking expensive, you know.
Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, no, that was great.
Listen, it's all part of the game, but. Fucking, that's what makes it. That was a perfect funny moment, mate. You know what I mean? See, as long as it's funny. See if you smash your mic and then I get it, and fucking me and Chrissy get hit with a fucking bill, and there's like no laughs.
Oh, here, the comedian's paying for it.
Oh yeah, facts. But see if you
I don't give a fuck. I'm going, you broke that. You're paying for that.
see if you do it, and it's like proper funny. And we get a little laughs.
We might let you away with
it. Yeah, if you done it for good comedic effect, I could see through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what it is. Comedians are fucking divas though. So I'm like. If they're gonna go by breaking shit, I'm going, no, you're not fucking Motley Crue in here, lad. You know, you're not going full MGK on us right now. You're not breaking shit, you know.
You're not that tortured a soul, like, you
exactly.
know what I mean?
I know Luke's just called your ma a fucking wanker for having cancer, but I mean, like, you know, like, it's still mental, like.
I love how straight off the bat it was just no holds barred, but like I feel like
the
that's
first one was great.
That's what it really needed to like set the tone for it going forward, because that was what was a really like crucial like thing to me about the concept. That had to be fucking rough, mate.
Yeah.
Had to be rough, mate. Like, there's capacity for it to just be fun and lighthearted as well. Don't get me wrong, but fucking.
No, it was good.
Anything goes, mate.
Like, because there was a whole fuck up with the lineup before that, and the day before I had to change the lineup about. So Luke and Alan had one day to write roasts on each other, and Luke showed up to me all like, "Oh, I don't really have that much written and all. I don't have that much written." And then
And as we like silent, and as we fucking smiling assassin voice and all, like, "Ah, no, I don't really have it." You know what I mean? Because he speaks so happy.
I know, and he's like, "Yeah, man," and he literally he goes, "Can I set my notes on the floor?" And I was like, "Yeah, work away." And he put out like 6 pages, and I was all, "What do you mean you haven't wrote anything?" I was like, "You had a day to write all that?" I was like, "He must have sat up all night through the night."
He must just generate jokes, man.
Well, see if you see him do stand up, he's great. Like,
He's smashing because he did that there, Kill Your Darlings as well. So he did.
That when the Kill Your Darlings was in when it was in Black Box, it was a tough room. I did it once in Black Box and died in my hole. Something shocking. Like, it was fucking. It was hard to like do, like, but they moved it to the American bar there in like Sailortown or wherever it is.
Right.
And well, I think they go back and forth with it, but the one in Sailortown apparently is phenomenal. Like, it's, you know, they're getting massive like Kieran Bartlett and all did it, and you know, shit like that. So they're doing big things with that. So fair play to them.
Fair play to them is right.
What's the crack with the music then with yourself? I was talking to you beforehand before the cameras were going, but what's the crack with yourself in music?
Worked on a couple of things. Of a tune to come out here. Baked Potato tune's coming out very shortly, so it is just gonna get a date for that over the next week or two. And then I have a whole album coming out, but that's a whole extra load of balls, man. That's a whole extra procedure, so it is. But that'll be a this year thing as well.
Yeah.
But bar out there, man, just fucking about, man. Usual crack. So it is. There's actually not really a lot going on in the whole music scene as a whole, I don't think, to be honest, man.
Yeah. I've seen you're looking to run another show soon as well, so.
Yeah, we're gonna try and start doing them rap shows and all again because like, although I'm standing here being like, there's not really a lot going on in the rap scene as well. Like, I've also like fucking not really been putting any like shows on or anything as well. So like,
if you don't do it yourself,
I've also stepped back as well. So we're gonna try and get that up and running as well, and then try and keep promoting everyone so that everyone can keep like doing their thing and all. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Yeah, like, I feel like there's been like a weird phase of like people who are working on a lot of music, but they're not doing, like, there's not a lot. You're the only one running a show, you know, like, so it's hard.
And I have them fucking ages now too.
Yeah, so
there's a Hotbox convention on in fucking, I don't even know the date. I'll be performing at that. I think it's November sometime.
Yeah.
But there's that there on. But then it's like a 2-day convention. It's not really like, it's not like a consistent ongoing gig, which is what we sort of like need. So we do.
I get you. So they have the Hotbox has a new studio at the moment, don't they? They were
they do. They have a new space, so they do.
Because I remember it used to be down. Where was the old room? I remember whenever it was
Ravenhall Road, so it was.
Yeah, it was
There's an our studio. There's still a studio in there, so it is. It's owned by fucking Devious, so it is. It's called fucking IRAP, Irish Rhythm and Poetry, I think he's called it.
Right, okay.
I think so. Don't actually know for 100%. Like.
Yeah. Devious stuff floating about. He was there when I was doing it, like 2016. So
all his fucking time, I would assume, would be getting into that studio at the minute. Like, so it is.
I get you.
But fucking, I mean, not a whole lot going on, and to be honest, fucking, it all seems a wee bit fucking gossipy and all.
Oh really?
So it does.
You're falling into the comedy. Fucking.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Everyone seems to sort of like, everyone slabbers about everyone, and also they do.
That's it. But that's the thing is. As much as, you know, people probably piss you off and stuff with certain things, like, if you're running the gigs, you have the power, you know, and nobody's going to give you shit because they're going to go, well, I can't go to fucking do a live show if that's the case, you know.
But
so
at the same time too, see if we don't get on, but and fucking it makes sense to put on a show and fucking I'd still put on a show. Like,
you just still put them on,
110%.
Yeah. Fair enough.
No
I'm the other way around. See, whenever I'm running the gig and if someone's pissed me off, I go spin wheels. Go fuck yourself. I refuse to put on the people who piss me off. Like, and that sounds bad. It's bad attitude, but people.
No, fair enough. Because at the end of the day, mate, like, you're the one that's fucking pulling strings and calling shots, mate. You can
especially
choose,
like
you can choose who you're gonna give fucking what opportunities to. Like, realistically, at the end of the day.
And a lot of my gigs, I never get a budget for it. I never get handed a lock of pound to do it. I have to pay off ticket sales. So if you're not putting the effort in for me, you don't get paid out of it. If you get what I mean. So I go, you have to have to make sure this sells out to get paid, and that's why I like sort of run my gigs. So people each show. I've never really had
You
like
sound like a fucking mob boss. You sound like turn around and be like, right lads, we're gonna do a show. It's gonna be big as fuck. Are you ready? Right, sweet. He's all on board. Right, no sweat. Now see if this doesn't fucking sell out. Not a single one of us are getting money. I've got till Friday to have all them tickets sold. Sweet.
And you're not gonna believe it. They all go sweet. they're all like fair enough. That's grand. I think people are just happy to be doing a gig.
That's gangster as fuck.
Like the money is sort of like especially if you do a gig sells 30, 40 tickets. That's a good. In a tight room. That's a good. That's a good show. Like, yeah. And even if you're in a fucking like Madden's on a Tuesday, they sell like 10, 15 tickets a week, and it's a tight room, you know. So, it sounds a lot louder than what it is. So you're happy with it. But I run it in a way where I go, if we all put work in to get this show good, everyone gets paid, and if not, then maybe
team effort.
Yeah. If not, then a headliner will maybe get paid, and I don't even take money myself 99% of the time. So, I have sometimes if there's been like fucking profit made, I walk away with a lakh of pound in my pocket. Like, but
of course you should.
I make more off like the podcasts and like other gigs, if you get what I mean. Because
how do you make off podcasts?
Well, I produce for a few. So, this one is the only one I'm not getting paid from. So fucking like and share it and subscribe it so we can start a fucking Patreon in this bitch.
Or
right?
fucking Manscaped, mate. Fucking send us pube trimmers and we do fucking.
I will shave my balls on this camera right now. Fucking like maybe T-Mike leaves the room, but
lightning bolts and all, mate. Know what I mean?
We'll do it at the roast ball. Manscaped, send us a wee package down with a lakh of pound in it. Right?
Like WWE, her versus her roast battle. Pube versus pube, mate.
I will say who has the better pubes.
Loser has to get a vajazzle or something.
And they're comedians, by they're desperate. They'll be up for it, you know.
They'll be so game.
You know.
Fucking no meme.
Yeah, but I get what you mean by the whole gossipy thing, because that's the reason I took a break from comedy for a few months. I took like a few months back. I took like 4 or 5 months off it. Because it got to a stage where it was like everyone was always talking shit. Every time you were around someone was saying something negative about someone else, and I was going, I don't care enough about anyone to give a fuck about what you're saying.
Fuck
you know?
that. You know what
So
I mean?
I'm going, you know what? I took a few months off it, and then I came back, and I'm doing twice as much as ever at the minute. So I'm on like 4 gigs a week at the minute. So, like, and it just goes down to like getting. What I found is if you get your own clique. And your own
your wee team about you,
your wee squad there, and you sort of promote that squad, everyone gets built up, and then if people want to be a part of that, you have to put the effort in to be a part of that, you know. So
no facts. Well, fucking sure. Well, this is exactly it. That's what I've sort of been trying to do myself. Like even for example, fucking Bud Light here, the boy's on the fucking microphone as well, so he is, and he's also.
That's right, Bud. If you're watching this, Bud, we got you on the fucking mics now.
Oh, he's fucking T-Mike's manager. He fucking made the tracksuit, the No Victim No Crime tracksuit. I've got the top and the bottom. So
is that what that stands for? No victim, no crime.
No Victim No Crime. Oh, it says it on the sweats and it says it across the back as well.
That's class.
I have the T-shirt too, and then obviously the fucking Cannabis Collective hats and all. So fucking.
It's fucking that hat's class as well.
Every cunt that I have around me's doing something.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing something. Like
and that's,
so
do you
there
know what
is.
that is. That's how you fucking do it as well. Like
That's
you want
do.
other people who work around you. You don't want.
Oh no, because like I love crackheads. Like not actual people that take crack, but people that are like fucking mad because they're good crack. But then like see I'm constant just fucking sit about and fucking like sniff gear all day, like just fuck about and just do
exactly
like, fuck all, mate. Like I really wouldn't be bored because then I'm just like, because when I go to see you, I have to go and do fuck all with you.
Exactly.
Did you know what I mean? So it's like fuck God, like. Nah.
No, that's the reason. Like even not talk too much about it, but like me and like all the guys I used to do the stuff with, they all sort of faded away because they wanted to do like more social shit, and I wanted to like spend time doing this. I wanted to put more effort into this, and like I wanted to involve all them in that, and a lot of them were just like, I don't have the energy for it, and I was like, they were like, oh, we want to go around the fucking lakes and have a smoke, and I was like, oh well, I want to go to this gig tonight. I want to go down and like do a bit of networking or something, or I want to record a podcast or whatever. And they were just like, oh fuck, we'll do that every and I'm like, that's why we fell out, because it was like there was
that's
sort
what
of
you're
like
supposed to be doing, but when you're chasing a certain like career path, man.
I wanted to work every day. I wanted to wake up every day. From the minute I wake up, I'm thinking about fucking comedy. I'm thinking about, and even like now, my PC fucked there for a bit, stressed the life out of me.
Life, did it?
All my fucking like all our music, me and Soupy had recorded and all. I think we recorded about 13 songs, and like like the PC shit itself, and I was like, oh god, see if all them songs are fucking gone. And then I tidied this whole room up, fixed the PC, sitting in it with a fucking screwdriver and shit like. And got it back on, and everything was still saved on it. Fruity Loops came up with the same fucking songs on it, and I was
Happy
like, oh my
days.
god, fucking saved my
It just
life
sort of
there.
paused. It just sort of paused for a bit, so it didn't actually die.
Literally,
do you know what I mean?
and it was something to do with a RAM or something, but like it's all technical shit. But like we got the music back now, so that's what I mean. Like we've got the comedy, we've got the podcast, we've got the roast battle going now, and then me and
Facts.
Soupy are going to be starting the music again. And obviously, if we're starting the music again, that's me and you connected again, you know. So
Would you fucking would you and Soupy rap badly, Char? But
we've never did it in a way where we go. We do this thing. We've done it a few times where we'll be sitting here till 3 o'clock in the morning playing random beats. We're thinking about making it like a segment on this, and we freestyle with a random word generator on like Google, and we're looking. This is what we're looking to do. We haven't since the PC and all fucked. It's kind of threw us off a bit, but now that I've got it all fixed and all, I want to do it again where we play beats, and I can record through the laptop into the recorders and stuff, so you'll hear the beats as it is, just free YouTube beats or
Right.
whatever, or any of the beats I've made, you know.
as long as you're not monetized, you can use all the free YouTube beats. Like,
Exactly. So I go on to that, and there's like a wee site, and it's a random word generator, and you can pick how complex the words are. You can pick.
have you got the facilities for that now?
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
so do that now.
I
Not hooked up.
not. This is
do
what
that
I
on
remember. I
next
told
one.
you the other recorder.
We'll do that on next one.
100%. Come back in a
So-
fucking
so-
few weeks. You know,
so
we'll get
do
you
that
down
on
on a
next one.
Wednesday night, and me, you, and Soupy will fucking do it. And we'll have a laugh, and you know, you can have a smoke or whatever.
Facts.
We'll fucking it'll be the first video of, because we want to do a few of them, and then whenever they start getting a bit of traction, stick it out on Patreon. You know, like.
Aye.
So I want to be like make it a Patreon thing, and
So say if you make your Patreon cost £1 per month, so £12 a year, how much do you actually get off Patreon for that?
I think they take like 10-15% or something,
So
which
you
is
would
shit.
get like 85-95p.
Yeah.
So if you were to make it like £1.50,
Yeah.
you would get at least £1. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
so
And-
say if you just make it that there and try and get at least like 1,000 people on it, that's
I'm like, you fuck,
£12,000.
I'd be living. I'd be like, fuck work. I'm never going back to work.
Do
in
you
my
know what I
life.
mean? Like,
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. We're trying to do that, but I thought that was because me and Soupy did that one night for the crack, and I went, imagine we videoed that. That was class, and like, it's
wee
one
moments
thing.
like that are bittersweet as fuck, but so they are.
Yeah, but it was
Because
one.
they're like bastard.
And we're good at it as it is, you know, because that's what I mean. I've been doing it from I was fucking
Oh,
12 years old, you know. I just haven't been posting anything in the last fucking 5-6 years. But like, and Soupy is naturally gifted at it. Like, see Soupy whenever.
That wee roast battle one was funny as fuck.
Like,
man.
that's what I mean,
And it was
like-
good though. Like,
yeah,
it was
like,
actually like
it was a
he
good
rapped it
flow.
well,
It was,
aye.
it was good lyrics, and it was funny. You were laughing
That's
at the.
why it was so funny, but because it was good. Because if it was shit, would have been like, "What are you doing?"
You'd have been like,
Soupy?
that's kind of corny, man, you know. But
Yeah,
it was kind of one of
facts.
them ones we were sitting going like, "That's it." You're fucking.
Because he was good
Yeah,
at work, but
you
if
were
he-
enjoying it, you
yeah,
know.
if he had stumbled through it, it would have been pish. man.
Exactly.
But
That's
it was
another
so
one. I'll
good.
put a clip of it in here as well because he has. I think he posted that as well. But he fuck me like that. That's what I mean. That rap thing where we get a random word generator. We'll just put a laptop in between us. We'll have the cameras pointed at us, and we'll just record whatever beats. I'll just even go through my fucking Fruity Loops beats or whatever. We'll just freestyle over the top with the words it gives you because that's what made it funny. The word it gives you.
You have to whack it in.
Because it'll be like fucking
Yeah.
onomatopoeia, you know, and you're not just rapping rap words then, you know, you're trying to make these stupid ass rhymes out of this.
Makes sense, aye.
Yeah, so that's what the
Right.
whole thing was with it. So we're trying to make that a thing because obviously Kieran Bartlett does that thing Noodle Bar that he does, which is
What the fuck's that?
him and his brother. They just sit with a guitar and they record each other doing piss take songs of other songs.
Right.
You know, like they'll do like Journey, Don't Stop Believing, but they're doing it about like how their balls smell, you know. And I'm like, that's fucking. I want something
Funny.
like that because
Like-
we incorporate the music into it. Then you know, like how good people are at rapping, so we can test you on it. We can go right, team, like it's your turn now. You can do these wee freestyles, and we can even just go back and forth. Like that's what me and him were doing. It wasn't like
Aye.
planned. It was like you
Just jump in, jump out. No, that's
Yeah,
kind of
so-
free form after a bit.
That's what I mean, and just do like half an hour of that, and that's a fucking episode there, you know, just of that.
Kieran Bartlett's actually really good. See, the first ever time I seen him live was at the fucking, where was it? It was in the Limelight. I was working. When I used to
yeah.
work in the Limelight. and
She used to
fucking-
work in a Limelight.
Aye.
We'll get into that after, yeah.
But aye, because it was mad. But fucking yeah, Kieran Bartlett was like, he just had the guitar, and it was the
Yeah.
first time I'd ever said, "You got the guitar," and I was like, "What the fuck's this dude then?"
Yeah.
And then he started slapping about smicks, and I got offended. So he did. So he did because he told the story, and it was like, "Oh,
Was
I."
the one in the McDonald's car park, maybe?
Nah, he was like, "Oh, he walked past. I was in some shop, and he's like, he walked past me in the door in the shop, and he goes, sorry, mate. And then I was just like, what's he done there? He's being polite. He's being perfectly reasonable.
Cunt's apologising.
No, I mean, like,
wind your neck and Kieran.
Exactly. The boy's just being like, sorry, mate. No, I mean, like, what do you want him to do? Like, fuck's he, like,
take out a bit thick, Mick.
Apology. Yeah, I was personally offended because that's it. Because I thought to myself, I was like, I've said at least 3 times the people in the shop are like just walking in and just sorry, mate. No, I mean, like,
it's too close to home. That one.
And then see, sometimes I'd be like, sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro. But I get like that whenever I'm like, I weirdly, wherever I am, my accent turns to that, and I think that's why
I hate to see you fucking out in the fucking middle of fucking Lower Cullybacky or something.
Middle East,
fucking
me in Africa. How are you doing today? You know? But no, that's like whenever I'm in the country, somewhere, anywhere in the country,
I start getting it all like out there and then start fucking talking out there in the back of your neck and all.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh fuck sake, sir, you know yourself. It's like, you know, you're just getting through it. Like, I'm surviving. You know what I mean? Gigging in Oma last week, whole set sounded like I was from Oma, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And then like when I'm in Belfast, I'm like, I go real, oh mate, you know what I mean? Like I'm just here, like, you know. And then whenever I'm just back home, like here now, I'm just normal. Like I'm just like articulated and stuff. That's why I'm not like as.
What fucking Craig Evans more articulated than the rest of us? Is it Justin?
No,
is that what we're saying
me,
here?
It
like?
is fucking not. We walked that shop, and I'm surprised we didn't hear like 9 different accents walking through here.
No, I don't think a single person spoke English, but they must have done. Like they must have done. Because you were saying hello to people and having conversations.
If I was doing Craig Evans' accent, I'd be fully Portuguese. But that's not slobbering. I love them. Like that's what I mean. Like I change everywhere I go. So, and then if I'm in like Derry, I'm like, oh no, you know, like, and I'm like, where does this come from? So I sort of, and I think that's from doing comedy. I think that's
trying
from
to
like
connecting to the crowd and being a bit more relatable.
Exactly,
it probably makes it an easier laugh for them as well.
Exactly,
like
100%. Yeah, you've hit the nail on the fucking head there. But you said you worked in a Limelight there, and was there anything mental ever happened to that?
Aye, a wee bit. Aye, a wee bit, because I'm sort of like...
This comedian caught me a smick.
I'm sort of like... Well, the first time I haggled was that night as well, because Paddy McDonald was on the stage, and he was talking about how he had a vasectomy and all, and he was talking about how his cum changes consistency or something, and then he started immediately then after started talking about his wife. So then I was staff at the time, and I just sort of like leant over the bar and shouted, "Does you chew it, Paddy?"
That's actually a great heckle.
Do you know what I mean?
Like if someone heckled me that, I would go for a payday. That's funny.
But mate, see, because the Limelight's that big, I don't even know if I got them. Like I don't even know if he got them, but I still to this day was proud. What else? Fucking.
That's funny.
I remember accidentally taking a line of cat before.
Working?
Yeah.
I see why you don't work there anymore.
Yeah, no, right. So fucking.
Can I get a pint, please, mate?
No, so like,
Sorry, mate.
I don't take fucking like class A's or nothing like that. Or smoke weed flat out. I'm a medical cannabis patient, 110. But like, if anything was found in Limelight, it would be identified as what we would call mystery sniff.
Right.
And I was working.
Name of the episode, by the way.
Yeah,
mystery sniff.
Yeah, mystery sniff. So I was.
Can you tell me a wee book over just so I can write it down?
100%, mate. You take your notes.
Fucking mystery sniff's great.
But fucking. I was just standing about, and then there was a fellow who just started that day, and I was a supervisor too, so I was like fucking sort of like asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
Fucking. I said to the boy, I was like, "Oh fucking, how you getting on, mate?" And like we were up the stairs, and he was cleaning up the stairs and all, and he was like, "Oh, found this here." Yeah. And he went there to be bag of gear, and it was like fuck all in it, really, like.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You're mad," and he was like, "Oh, it's only coke, like." And then I was like, "Mate, no, we call that mystery sniff." I was like, the mystery sniff is what that is, making that abundantly clear. That is an unidentified bag of kind of white powder. You know what I mean?
It's grey, man.
Yeah. But then he took 2 tugs of it and he was sweet, and then I was like, right.
He was a veteran at that shit.
But I let my nose taste that there, and I tell you if it's cocaine.
Yeah.
And then fucking like a wee teensy weensy bit, mate, and I was like, right, I was like, I feel completely normal and fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
Started walking that left and got in that left, mate, and everything started doing all this here and all, and I was like, whoa, mate.
Walls started melting, the clouds caught fire.
Aye, mate, the lift was going down, but I felt like I was going up, mate, that makes sense. And then I got off the lift and fucking, we're like trying to, do you know, like the big stage barricades that stop the crowd from getting too close to the stage? Like, I was trying to take them down, and I think the manager knew what the crack was, because he looked at me, like, one of the new staff had turned around to me and goes, turned around to him and goes, "Oh, how do you take us down?" And then he just looked at me laughing and goes, "Ask your supervisor." And he sat with me smirking his face. And I was like, I grabbed it and then I sort of shook it and then I flattened it. Just shake it and then the bits that swing just fold them that way, and then I sort of like walked away a wee bit, and then the R supervisor came past me with like a load of mop buckets and he was taking all the mop buckets and I was like, Daniel mate, please mate, swap jobs with me please. And he was like, he's from Colombia mate, he was fucking Colombian Dan. Fucking
it was his sniff.
Him had left it there, he's knocking it out there.
Someone's took my fucking gear.
You know what I mean? He turned around and goes, he's like in his reaction, he's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I think it sniffed cat, mate. I don't know what to do. Like, fucking let me. And then I took my buckets outside and all, and fucking said and had a fake and all. And then, like, fucking took a fucking drink of Red Bull and all, and fucking was like,
had a wee moment to yourself.
Yeah, mate. Like, I came down because only took like a wee teensy bit of curiosity. Mate, fuck me, it was the maddest. It felt like an hour and a half, but it was probably about 25 minutes, mate, because I literally came, touched it up the stairs, came down the lift, walked through the main hall, shook that wee thing, grabbed the mop buckets, went outside, had a fag and a wee debrief with myself.
Yeah.
And then was fine. So it was like a very short period of time, but mate, I was.
But it was the worst time for somebody to ask you for help.
I was so fucked up, mate. And I just looked at the guy and was like, "What?"
That's a cracker, by holy shit.
Or what else? There was a good few. I actually got like. I'm alright with cunts being cheeky at the bar or like having a bit of crack and all. I was like, no bar, like don't bar me, like fucking I'll fucking rake up Alex City if you wanna rake up Alex City to me, because I don't take it, but
if you can give it, you can take it.
This fucking wee bird butt was sitting slobbering away to everyone. Well, not slobbering, so it was just being really rude.
Yeah.
And then fucking I was her turned order and I was like, what can I get you? And then she turned around to her boy and goes, get your card. And I just turned around and goes, no harm, you can't be a wanker to everyone, including him, and then turn around and be like, buy me a drink. Fucking dickhead, like. And then I had fucking alopecia at the time, so I had like a wee ball patch or I had like contact. I don't know who I caught it off, it must be contagious, but I only had it for like a couple of months, mate, and then it was gone.
Oh, really? Do you not, well, just to put a pin in that, but is that not like a stress thing you can get that from? Or?
I think so, mate.
I don't think it's a contagious thing.
I don't know, man.
Someone's fucking walking, I'm dosed with the alopecia. And you know what I mean? Yeah, don't come near me, bro, I've fucking been coughing all day.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
but fucking, so then...
Did you say something about that then?
So this is when fucking Will Smith had slapped fucking Chris Rock. So she turned around and goes, oh, who the fuck are you speaking to, G.A. Jane? And I went,
oh fuck, what are we doing?
Fair enough. I just went, fair enough. Smash her. They didn't pay for that round, so they didn't. I was like, no. Really? I was like, no, that one's on Limelight's
Oh, did you
card.
give her that one? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't make her pay for it. Like, I was like, nah, it was a good one. Like, because I didn't know what to say. I was like, you just take that then.
But that, do you know what that is then? Know what you're risking, the worst thing to happen there? Her coming up every time expecting you to pay the drink for free.
No, because if she just keeps coming up slobbered and all, I just fucking get onto the fucking...
I'd be doubling the price.
Because I had
that pint was 13 quid, love, you know.
I'd be like, oh, here, top your card, £1,300 for £13 fucking rent, you know what I mean?
Top your card there, it's on your own personal one.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, what else, mate? There was an Irish smasher, mate. My favourite one was when a wee girl pissed on the floor.
Right.
Oh, wait, mate. I was such a mad job. I feel like I had all sorts of repressed traumatic memories until we just started speaking about it there now.
I've repressed a lot of this.
Yeah, I've unlocked a lot of things here. Right, hold on.
That's what we do. This is user hectic therapy, you know.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like I need to be lying down and like fucking listening to music and all.
We'll get you on that couch over there and I'll sit with no pub side.
Facts, man.
Mystery
You've already
sniff,
got your notepad out and everything, mate. You know what I mean? But so at the end of the day, like I wouldn't give a fuck if my like bar was closed, but you were sound that night. Yeah. I would still serve you an hour drink because they always be like, oh man, like I can't, like I've no drink left and you're still open for an hour. Half an hour. If you tap your card, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
This wee fella came up and was like, oh mate, there's a favour, and he tipped me a $5 and all. I was like, of course you can have a drink, my friend. What do you want? He was like, double vodka Red Bull. I was like, no sweat. May as well make it too, because you're about to fucking go home. And he was like, no sweat. And then his missus came up the bar and goes, oh, can I have one as well? And I was like, no, because she was being a wanker, man. Like, I was like, no, you've been like really rude to everyone tonight, so like no chance. Like, fuck off, my bar's closed. Exactly. Just not for him because he's sound. And then like I turned around, I'm pouring the drinks, and then I hear, yo mate, he's pissing on your floor, and I was like, oh, mind your neck, and you hit her. I thought he was only joking. And then I turned around and sat the drinks down, and like he's sort of like moving some other guy like out there.
Yeah.
And I like leant over the bar, and there was just a big puddle of piss.
So he took the piss on the floor?
No, she did. Oh, she was in a dress, and she just fucking opened the legs and just went,
open the floodgates.
Aye, and just backed it on the floor. And then I turned around to the bouncer, it was a big fat dude, and I was like, she just pissed on the floor, mate. And then she just bolted inside, and then he was like, oh, do you want me to radio in about her? And I was like, it's his problem now, like realistically, like
fucking hell. Like, what's annoying about that is the fact that, like,
He used to go home with her.
yeah, he has to go home with her, but someone has to clean that, you know, like.
I was in the outside bar though, to
was
be
it?
fair,
Right,
which was
okay.
very, very lucky.
Is that one, like, in the smoking area?
The
at back?
downstairs smoking area, aye.
Yeah.
So it was a couple of buckets of water. So it was.
It's just fucking.
I see, to be honest, I actually don't recall me actually putting any water on it. So
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't.
give him an all drink. Goes here for a play, big man. I could not deal with it.
I did say sorry. I was like, mate, I'm really sorry. Sorry for you. Like,
Yeah.
so that I gave him my condolences because this is what
As if like someone that just died.
no
It's
facts,
family.
mate. Because me and the bouncer were trying to figure not trying to figure it out, but I said to him because I didn't know that she was like in like a dress. I wasn't clocking any of this shit because I'm behind the bar. And then the bouncer was like, "Oh mate, no, like fucking like." I was like, "How did you piss, mate?" And he was like she just like stood with your legs open, and I was like.
Feels
"What-"
uncomfortable.
I was like, "Why didn't you do that?" And he was, I didn't feel like it was real. He was like, "Sort
I
of
feel
in."
like everyone would have been in shock.
He
there,
was
like.
sort of in shock because when I was like, "Mate, she's pissing," he sort of like was like, "Right, fucking," and then she ran away. So I was like, and he's like, she just opened her legs and pissed. So like, she's in a dress. So like, what are you doing beating about limelight pissy knickers for?
I'm way up the upstairs smoking area, and you're like, no, you're fucking not.
No, you're not.
Getting in a headlock, dragging her out.
Facts, man.
Jesus
Pissed on the
Christ.
floor. Or,
Oh.
I loved working there just because it was fucking mental, man.
Yeah.
Work-
See, I think I would. Know what it is? They just don't pay enough. I would love to work
Nah.
in a bar, but they don't pay enough. And I with my, with comedy and stuff, I just got like, with the nighttime jobs and stuff. I could never
you
do
can't do it.
But like, see if like when it comes, see if someone said to me, "Here, we're going to let you work in the bar for the night," I would do it 1,000,000%. I'd just go, "Here,
Man.
let me fucking go behind that. Let me just chat shit to people all night."
Man.
I'd be doing crowd work and all on them. Where
I
you
was
from,
a
big man?
fucking supervisor in Limelight and I was on $9.50 an hour.
Yeah. Do you think that'll contribute? Because I think I get along with you that because you're confident in how you speak, which is a trait you need to have as a comedian. Obviously, you're not a comedian, but it's a trait that you need to have.
I've been writing on paper of Connie as well.
Have you actually?
Yeah, I'll show you once this is over
100%,
because
man.
no,
We'll talk about
because
that,
I did used to really love cocaine, so I did some cocaine humor. And basically about how it's really hard to get your willy hard on cocaine, but
Yeah.
how the only thing that I learned from taking cocaine was that it's perfectly sweet to have sex while you're still soft.
Yeah.
But it's like a sadder version of putting a fiver in a Vendy and it spits your fiver back out because you've just to push it back in and then it comes back out. You have to push it back in.
That's what, here, man. See, after this, we'll have a look at that, and I'll even try and, like, with your material, we'll try and word it into a way that it might be perfect as it is. You never know, but like I just know that your first set it could always be better.
I'll need to
you know?
re-wangle. Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
so,
like,
we'll have a look at it after here, and we'll
we'll see what the crack is with the 18 because there's open makers and all coming up, and I
Yeah.
take it. No, I mean, like, so we'll see
That's
what the
what-
crack is. It might
like,
jump
obviously,
up.
like,
It might jump up.
We're like sort of double hosting it, so it's
Aye.
we're going to be on the panel together. So we're gonna, you could go up maybe before or after the break or whatever. You could go up and do a fucking, whenever you want. It's your show, man. You can do
You know
whatever
what I
you want.
mean?
But yeah, we'll definitely have a look at that. But you do. That's what I meant. Like, I think I get along with you because you have that like thing that comedians have, where you will announce something that's funny without even blinking. Like, you can say something like, we were standing at the back having a smoke there, and you literally were like, everything you said was just confident and like it's funny, and it's funny, but you're not laughing at it. Like, that's all the markings of like a comedian. And I think that's why I get along with you. But now I'm starting to realize where that comes from, because if you say you work behind bars and stuff, that would like train you almost to do that.
And I fucking used to work at my dad's barbershop as well.
Did you?
And then
Well, there you fucking
and
go,
then
there you-
fucking went to barbering fucking college and all and shit
Did
like
you?
that.
Yeah.
And then my family's fucking brutal as well. My granddad's been calling me
Well,
bisexual.
that's usually where it stems from, first of all, yeah.
My granddad's been calling me bisexual ever since man bags became a thing. Like, he was like, "Why are you fucking beating about me?" Well, he says bisexual. He don't call me bisexual because he's bisexual because he doesn't fully get it. Like,
But you're bisexual. Bisexual is another potential name for with her. That's funny.
proper taking notes. Like,
Oh, that's what we're making the podcast good from now on. So,
So, yeah.
we put effort into it,
putting effort into it now has changed things.
Bisexual's hilarious. Bisexual sounds like you'll smoke any kind of fake. I'll smoke Sterling or I'll smoke. Here's a bit.
Yeah.
That's your bit because that's you said it. But
That's an hour fucking Limelight story. I remember my what my first shift, it was like my first week working there, and it was sort of around COVID time, so like the ones down Dublin weren't allowed to go out, but up here you were allowed to drink at your table. So
Yeah.
ones from Dublin kept coming up, and down like country parts of Dublin they call a fag a buck.
yeah.
And this wee girl cut me and goes, "Where would you go for a buck?" And I was like,
You trying to write?
I was like, "What on earth are you on about?"
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, like fucking, where would we all go for a buck?" And I was like, there's fucking boosters over there. Like, I promise you, that's exactly what I said. And she goes, what the fuck are you
There's a
talking about?
brothel down the Holy Land.
And then
mate.
she whipped out her fig, and I was like, can I tell you a wee bit of like colloquial language from down here? Like that down here, that would mean like to have like sex. And then they were like, no, it does not. He probably didn't believe me, so I just sent them off in their night to the smoking area. And they definitely walked out in that smoking area. He goes, what does a buck mean?
Yeah,
and they definitely got well
does
informed.
a buck, mate? And like every person in that smoking area was like, "You're riding." That's holy shit. That's fucking mental.
Isn't it?
I'd be fucking fuming about that as well if I was them and I found out later. And you'd look like such a dick, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's like I just walked up to him and was like, here, where we go for a ride? And there was a fucking big old table.
No, smoke.
There was a big old table, and I was like, whoa, that's how you party out down there? That's mad. What the fuck? Know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
Going down south for Christmas?
Fucking, oh, Jesus. I don't know. Like, do you know whenever, as younger, I went in, it was the first time I'd ever bought a packet of, because I always used to just buy, like, whenever I smoked fags, I used to buy just packets of, like Super Kings and all, like just.
I used to always
fags.
get the 10 Sterling Red Super Kings made for $4.50.
Exactly, and well, the $4.50. Were you buying them fucking
Tigers, mate, in East Belfast off Castlereagh Road?
Fucking is right. $4.50. Jesus
Or
Christ.
not off of Castlereagh Road. It's not even off of Castlereagh Road.
That's Ibiza prices, but
This was fucking back. Well, fuck me. What age was I? I was a child. Like,
oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I'd have probably been about 14, 15. But I always had a beard and like chest hair, so they were always
they were like sweet, man.
You just bring I didn't drive, but I bring my ma's keys and act like I was buying petrol, like just. I remember the first time I went in for it, I turned it, and it was the first time because I'd smoked fags, but then I was maybe like 17, 18, and I went, oh, I'm gonna go on to Rollies now. And
the wee fiver tins, mate.
Yeah,
they were the shit, mate.
And I went in and I asked them, I went, here, have you got any like? Because in my head, I had smoked weed before I had smoked Rollies.
Right.
So in my head, I went, have you got any like pre-rolled fags? And they were like, what, like fags? And I went, no, like rollies that are pre-rolled. And they were like, no, I don't do that. And I was like, what do you mean? And I went back and like all my mates were like 2 or 3 years older than me. They were all like in their 20s, and I was like, I asked for like pre-rolled fags, and they were like, lad, they don't fucking sell joints in there. Like they're fucking.
No, that's like fucking ringing up and asking, can I have a fucking chicken burger at the chicken link? And then they're gonna be like, but what do you mean? Like,
that's literally what it was. I was like literally. I remember walking in and being like, have you got any like pre-rolls? And they were like, do you mean fags? And I was like, alright, but like rollies, like pre-rolled rollies, and they were like fags. And I was like, it was like a back and forth, and I was like, just give me a packet of fags.
like, yeah, I'm not fags, man.
I'll start it next week. Like, you know. But that was, I remember that being such a fucking, like, that is like imprinted in my brain. You know, one of the moments where you're just like what that guy probably felt, where he's just like, that'll be with me the rest of my life. Like,
facts.
Have you ever had any of those where just pure embarrassment, where you're like, you know, something that you probably like,
not
you're
really.
you're in the shower, you sit up at night thinking about it?
Not really, like, for me, because I'm typically like a good sport. Like, I think you have to be able to laugh at yourself first. But there's been a few things where I've been really embarrassed for like other people, and I've been like, oh, if that was me, I would
the
so
second-hand
fucking
embarrassment.
proper. Like, I don't even know what I would do, because mate, I was another one in Limelight, mate. I was working, and
whole life's in here, man.
it was an our fella's first day, and the end of the day I was like, aye mate, this is the toilet in here, fucking you clean in here. And I said to the bouncer before I walked in, is this toilet clear? And he goes, aye. And I was like, right, no bar. Walk into the toilet, but it's like something in a horror movie. Boom, first toilet's open. And I was like, oh, right, no sweat. And I was like, oh, I just start cleaning that there one there, mate. And he was like, right, no sweat. And then I like checked all the toilets and then opened it, and then all I seen, because you don't open a toilet to check if someone's in it, like looking up. You do it looking down, like just for like not to be a perv and Mervyn. And like I just seen like some fucker like it was like jeans, like, do you know like the inside of the jean pocket they turned out, and I was like, some fuckers like proper like lying in here curly. And then like sort of like was like, and I went out to the bouncer and I was like, go ahead and check that final cubicle. And then like everyone had already been cleared out of Limelight, like all the customers were already out, it was only staff. So I was straight on the walkie-talkie and I was like, everyone go down to Limelight too, it's an emergency. And then everyone came down and was like, what's wrong? And I was like, just stay behind the bar. And then this fella got like, and he was having shit, like, didn't get time to wipe his hole. Like literally he came out and his belt was done, but like nothing else was. Like he was literally like, the bouncer was actually like, fucking pull your belt up and get out the fuck. And like this fella still had fucking shit in his hole 100%, like he did like, and there was just literally
he was squatting in the car on the way back.
The bouncer like trailed him out by the fucking back of the fucking, you know what I mean, just pulled him out by the scruff, mate, and fucking like there was like 12 staff all just looking at him like, that's stinking. Like there was like we were all just looking at him like, whoa, man.
So he just literally was like, he just fell asleep or something in it, did he?
Yeah, he was having a shade and fell asleep.
Fair play to him, like that.
I know, must have been a good shade.
Yeah, how blocked do you have to be to get to that stage? Like, that's something I would definitely be like thinking about at night. I'd be like looking at that, going, "Fuck, imagine being in that position," you know.
Or the time the girl got hit by a digger. No, right enough, mate. She actually did, mate. When I was working, I swear to fuck, mate. You can Google it. It'll come on Belfast Live or something, probably.
Was it the one directly outside of Limelight?
Yeah.
I was in Limelight that night.
So was I.
And that's mental. I remember,
Belfast
and I went
Small
out, and it was like, it was like all fucking, like everything was all cordoned off for like hours after. No,
We watched CCTV, and I was like, first of all,
that's mental.
Do you want
I
to-
remember that. Holy fuck.
do you want to know why I thought it was such a grey area? But
Yeah.
it's because I was like, first of all, why is there a digger coming from? I think it was coming from the Dublin Road, but I'm not sure. It could have been coming the other
It's
side.
like a hit or something, doesn't it?
Why is a digger at 2:40 something a.m.
Yeah.
in the Big Brother house, fucking winging round that corner like that?
Yeah.
Second of all, why is this lady getting out of the taxi and then walking that way and not seeing the digger? But then it's obviously always the digger's fault, mate. You're a fucking digger, like, of course it is.
I mean, you're driving that
'Cause
slow,
it
you're
looks-
bound to hit the brake at some
It
point.
looks scary, so it did. And,
Yeah.
like, the first thing, because I remember saying, like, everyone was like,
Was
because
was that a nightclub night or was that a show night? I know they do both in one night, like, but
it was probably, well, the way it usually worked when I was there was it would be like, you'd have a show in one of the rooms and then, like, you would just take it down and set it for the other one.
because
So
I remember, like, because I never really was in the nightclub part. I always remember being in it for like anytime I was in the Limelight 2 there, I was only in it for like shows. So I'm assuming it was like some rapper or something that was on that night, but could be talking absolute shit there. But I definitely remember.
Sure, mucker.
Yeah, I remember just going out and that blade. Like I remember just like fucking like thousands of cops and everyone just standing outside. Everything was all cordoned off, and I remember a digger being there, but no one had said that it was a digger that hit her.
No, mate. Like, and I remember saying to the lads, because it came through my walkie-talkie, like all the managers at the front and all, and obviously I couldn't really go outside because I was working, and I like fucking everyone that was important had to go outside, so I had to like sort of like do my job for once. And like fucking I sort of like poked my head out and I said to one of the ones I was friendly with, I was like, so what happened? He's like, we got hit by a digger. And I just straight away onto the fucking, I was straight away like, fucking code red, someone got hit by a digger out there.
Jesus.
I just went and informed all staff, 'cause everyone was like fucking dead. Obviously everyone was like being like, what the fuck's going on? I was
Yeah,
like,
you
someone's
wouldn't know
got
how to
hit.
fucking react to
Aye.
that. Like,
It's
that's
like someone got hit by a digger.
and that's like that sounds fake.
The first thing that I was asked was it like GTA or what? Because half a staffer smacked out and then the other half are like fucking students, mate.
Yeah, they're all.
And
Like
there's wee
18,
smacked out
19,
fella
yeah.
and he's like, was it like GTA? Did it like scoop her up or like what? You know what I mean? Like, it was fucking.
Scoop her up.
Do you know what I mean? But like, oh, mate, it looks
Did it
sore.
roll her flat?
It looked sore, mate, because I watched that. Oh no, man.
So you actually seen the actual thing?
No, I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I watched it. I watched it after.
Yeah.
So it did.
Oh, I mean, like you watched the CCTV of like the thing.
Aye.
See, that's what I mean. All I remember just was everything like cordoned off. That was it, and like just rumors, people going, "Oh, she was hit by a car," you know, and then like, but I remember a digger being there,
Much worse.
and I was like, "What is there roadworks?"
Why was it flying about at that time of night? Was what I'd be curious for.
Yeah, it feels like fucking like personal agenda there, doesn't it? It's like it feels like somebody's fucking went to put I've got a job for you. Fucking
Fly past Limelight at 67 miles an hour in a fucking digger.
here. And
But
he's
he
like,
was
you can't get
fucking-
up that speed, and he's like, tow it.
Hey, mate, he was doing all sorts of speeds, mate. He did. He was
Really?
mate, aye, because
Some culture cooked off his tits as
Well,
well.
I would assume that he tried to stab, but the girl was carried a wee bit, and it was kind of like
Oh,
fucking
really?
bad. Aye, but obviously I don't know the girl or nothing. But I went to fucking tag with some boy that fucking like kind of like loosely knew her, and he says that she was like pretty sweet, like.
Oh, really?
Say
Yeah.
I will fucking.
Did she die then? or-
That's all I asked. I was like,
Oh,
did
you
she
did?
die? And he was like, nah, she didn't die. So
Oh, well, here, fucking
you're winning.
thank
You're
fuck,
winning?
But like that's a claim and a half there.
Facts, man.
Everyone listening to this right now.
If you're not-
if she's alive, did she claim? Like,
Yeah, no. See if you did claim, fucking let us know how much you got.
Here,
and
do you want to sponsor the
fucking,
podcast?
do you know what I mean? Like
I'll come
facts.
down with a fucking roast bottle. Need some sponsors on it if you want to do it, love. You know,
I know we'll put your face on a fucking championship belt, so
on a
we'll.
big fucking toy digger. Nah, that's fucking rough. Some girls had the fucking injury of her life, probably paralysed and shit.
I'm sure it was rough, mate. Oh, fuck's sake, no, I'm only messing because
you
fucking...
take some holes for yourself, love, you know.
That's what we're doing now, jeez. But fucking... Oh, I mean, Limelight was a fucking weird old wee place, so it was.
Yeah, man, I can't even... See, I've only ever worked in, like, offices and stuff, so it's always just been, like, middle-class white women I've worked with, and it's never been... Like, the most mental thing has been them arguing over who took whose orthopaedic chair, and you're going...
Oh, serious?
And then I, like, go home to, like, my house in Craigavon, and there's, like, fireworks being put through my letterbox, you know? It's like, you're like, what the fuck? Like, it's the duality of, like, the lifestyle, you know?
I know, and they're talking about how bourbons have changed since the sugar tax came in and all. Know what I mean? Like...
Exactly.
But fucking... Nah, I mean, I work with, like a really fucking full span of people, I think, over the couple of jobs I had.
That's what I mean. That's what I would love to... I would love to do it as, like... I know people are like, that's my fucking job you're talking about, but I would love to do it as, like, a novelty thing. I would love to, like... Imagine a vlog, like, put a load of cameras up. User hectic does bartending, you know.
Facts, man.
Mate, here, that's a fucking shout. I need to write that down. That's a good shout, actually, for a night. Because there's a bar in Portadown I know quite well, and it would be class to just video all the best bits of, like, being a bartender, you know. But obviously...
GoPro? Aye, so you so could do that.
There's a lot of people who, you know, like, if you work in a bar, you might fucking hate your job, and your boss is a dickhead, and you're not enjoying your job, but... I just mean, from my perspective, I'm not saying it in a way where I'm like upper class looking, going, I want to be lower class. I am not upper class at all, boys. just so you know that. I'm fucking jobless right now, put it that way. But I would love to just do it in a way, because I would love to be in that position of just chatting shite to people back and forth all night, you know. Because that's what I do with comedy. So it's like, you know, I talk to drunk people for a living. So.
I love the job for fucking ages, but then I just feel like after a certain amount of time and not getting home to fucking 4 o'clock in the morning, like every time you go to work, man, you get be like, oh god.
Yeah. Do you ever get a... Just
for me, it wasn't it, man. But I know loads of people that I was working with there that are still there and are happy as Larry. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but exactly, I just not built for it, so I wasn't like, fuck god.
It's just the scheduling for me would piss me off. That's it. Cause
I wasn't able to do anything like musically or anything like out there or anything else. I just couldn't get it done, man. Yeah, and the schedule didn't allow it, like.
Do you ever, how long have you been doing music now, if you don't mind me asking?
Fucking... I actually don't know.
Like, when do you release your first song?
That's what I'm trying to think. Was it 2018 or 2019?
Yeah.
I think it was. Or was it? Yeah, 2019. I would have recorded it 2019.
Is it on YouTube?
I think I'd have released it. It'll be on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah. You know what, we'll get it up after here, so we'll have a look at them after. But
I was a couple of years ago, like, it feels like a good 4 or 5 years, like, because I've been going to Hotbox for about 4 or 5 years, like.
Yeah. So do you record yours in the studio then, yeah?
Well, I've been going to Eulogy recently, just out of necessity, because he's close, he's round the corner, okay, like, and then he's sick, like, he's a fucking smashing producer.
Everything. I remember the first time I heard him was a few years ago, and Becky McNeice had posted something with him.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure where. I'm near...
He produces a lot of her stuff, so he would.
And she does all the stuff with that Alicia Ray and stuff from down south. I remember the first time I heard him was with her, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm near sure she's from around here. I could be talking shit there. I'm near sure she's from, like, Armagh somewhere.
I wouldn't know some, to be honest with you. Like,
but whenever I first heard that, I was like, fuck, them some smashing beats there, like, and I was like, that's class. And then I remember just following him and doing so. I don't know if I've messaged him or anything since, like, but I remember always being like, oh, his beats are fucking class, like, he's got some good...
I know he's proper good at beats.
Have you worked with him on anything, or...?
I haven't got any beats of him, but fucking I've been like, my last load of, because I'm obviously building the album at the minute, so anytime I'm recording a demo, like, I just go straight around to his gaff, because he's not too far from me, like, so I just take a down the round to him. So
yeah. Do you have the title for it yet, or it's not released yet, or
nah, I've got 8 demo tracks, like, done, so I just sort of realistically, I'm at the point now where I could just book a day session and go out and just do it, but because I'm releasing an hour track here, I'm just gonna sort of use that as a bit more like an hour, like, month or two, to actually, like, make sure it's perfect before I put it out and get it all sorted. You know what I mean?
I get you, man. That's fucking... Well, here, we'll wrap it up now, but we'll chat some shade after this. You know, we don't have to. I'm not forcing you out. We'll sit here and chat shade until fucking break it down.
Because I've got my fucking preparations. We're gonna get stoned here. I'm gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Like.
So, I will put all your links and stuff. Do you put stuff on SoundCloud?
Fucking links in the bio. Fucking whatnot.
We'll just get them all. I'll stick them all. Whatever it is. SoundCloud, Spotify,
all
YouTube,
the crack. Fucking.
Follow T Mike. What is it? T Mike official? Is it or?
Aye, Team Mike official on Instagram. Look at see these pockets. I don't even know if they've caught on that I've done that. Well, bang! I've just whipped out a wee fucking inside smack pocket. Well, boom.
Don't be cops watch this, man.
Look, mate, I mean,
Is right. Look at that. Look at
So
that
does-
fucking here. Shout out to Bud Lightyear. He's a good lad. So he is. He's fucking. He's been down at the gigs and stuff. I've had some chats with him. He's a good lad. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast, man. You're fucking always welcome
problem at
back.
all, bro.
Whenever you
Fucking
fucking want to
smashing.
come down, man, you're fucking welcome. And Soupy loves you as well, so it's all good.
my
But
bro.
you know, I'm gonna just shoot a wee promo after this. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the User Hack the podcast. We're out every Tuesday at 7. This one might be out earlier because I want to get it out as early as possible. So this one might be out
100%.
this Thursday or Friday, which is maybe the 10th or 11th. This
Nah,
is out
did
on.
you say it though? You can't be late.
Exactly, that's what I
Have to be
mean.
now.
So I'm gonna
Nice.
spend. So it'll be maybe Friday at the latest. Friday the 11th at the latest. This is out. So 7 o'clock in the morning it's out. But every other podcast is out on the Tuesday at 7. So follow us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever the fuck you get your content from. And as usual, send a wee comment in, send a wee like, just rate it on you or Spotify, whatever you're doing. And follow T Mike on Instagram, follow him on all the things below, and tell your dad stop texting me.
Exactly. You just fucking love it. Just bunch of cunts.